Chicago, Green Bay. Man, we got a great weekend here. Green Bay has owned Chicago lately, but last year, I will say this: Chicago, Green Bay was off a bye week, played at Chicago. This is different coaching staff and everything, and barely beat the Bears there. It's like a 1 point game. It was a blocked field goal. If you remember, this is going back to last year. Now, of course, the other game they played last year, it was the starters were pulled for the Packers. That don't count. But you know how good Chicago's playing. They're the number 1 seed, playing some really good football right now. This game is in Green Bay. I don't know why Green Bay's 6.5-point favorites. I guess because they're playing in Green Bay. But all that being said, I do like Chicago's run defense is their only bugaboo for me. They're improving everywhere else. I actually like Green Bay at home, but I don't like them to cover that 6 points. I think this is a tight game, 24-23. Packers win late at home, but this is a airtight, really good game Sunday afternoon. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm roaring with the Bears. I'm going to go with the Bears in this game. I don't care if it's
road win.
Yeah, I wouldn't care if it was in Green Bay, in Honolulu, or even in Chicago. It don't matter. Right. The Bears are riding high.
They're playing good football.
The quarterback's playing some of the best football in his NFL career, which is good. That you need to have him make very little mistakes and making sure that he's getting rid of the ball and he doesn't, and he's projection is actually going up, and that's a good thing. I don't like that the Packers lack that bite on defense, and that I feel like their offense has more bite than their defense, and for that reason, I think this game is going to be 27-24, but the Bears win. It's going to be a field goal game.
Yeah, it'll be a tight game. I can't wait to watch that game. That'll be fun. You may catch me. I'm up 2, but you hear some of my predictions. You may be up 2. By the time all this is said and done, Indianapolis playing at Jacksonville. Another great game could decide the division. Both of these teams practically identical records here. But Jacksonville's on the home field here. The last 10 straight years, they have beat the Colts in Jacksonville. Colts are on a 2-game losing streak. A tough 1-score game. We talked about Houston earlier. Daniel Jones billing with that broken fibula. Sauce Gardner doubtful. Definitely like Colts I like the Jacksonville Jaguars at home. 27-20. Jags win, make it 11 straight, and then they go back. They go to first place after the Colts were in first place for a minute there. What do you think about that game? Another big divisional rival game.
Yeah, this is a team that has a very underrated defense in Jacksonville, and I think they'll be able to they're not going to stop the running game, but they'll be able to control it a little bit. Yeah. And they'll be able to make a few runs at this quarterback, whoever chooses to play quarterback. And I think that the Jags are going to win at home, 24-21. I think it's going to be a field goal game as well. Like, this is going to be a close game, and this is one of those games for. And he's at home. Don't get me wrong. I it's not that I think this guy's quarterback Jesus, but I feel like he has his opportunity is to make big plays at big times, and he kind of does at home do a better job of that. So I feel like the Jaguars are going to come out of this game 24-21.
Cool beans, brother. Okay, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. Oof. Somebody's got to win the AFC North at the end of the day. Baltimore coming off that rough loss against Cincinnati. Now, Lamar Jackson didn't practice today. He did. He's limited yesterday. He didn't practice today. I'm a little concerned about that. But, man, Pittsburgh's left tackle's out on IR. Aaron Rodgers has got this thing on his wrist here. We saw how bad he looked last week. This game is being played in Baltimore. Baltimore's 5.5-point favorites. I don't know. Maybe if Tyler Huntley plays, I still probably like Baltimore. It's late in the season. You talked about Darius Slay getting cut. I know Pittsburgh has a way of rising up like this, and they do find ways to beat Baltimore. If they played them about 6 weeks earlier, that may have been true. I still like Baltimore 24-16 to win at home. Pittsburgh looks banged up, and they're on the road. What do you think about that game? Big rival game as well.
Yeah, Baltimore got to strap them the boots and they pull up their pants and they got to get going and ready to go. And no matter who's the quarterback, they need to just run that ball and toss that ball out in the wind a little bit. Let's see where it lands. But Pittsburgh, man, they can't get a running game going that's consistent. They can't get an air game that's consistent. They got a quarterback that's inconsistent, but he's consistently getting old. So,
he just turned 42 this week. Happy birthday, Rodgers.
Yeah, nothing looks positive for the Pittsburgh Steelers except for the fact that the yellow towels travel very well no matter where they go. But I'm giving this game to Baltimore 28-17, and I think they're gonna make it easier for them to try to sneak into the playoffs.
Yeah, I like Baltimore too. Houston, this was a hard game for me to handicap here. Playing in Kansas City, Chiefs 3.5-point favorites, but here I don't know why. I know they're good at home. They always get those 50-50 calls at home. I get it. But Trey Smith likely out. Jawan Taylor, offensive lineman, likely out right tackle. Justin Simmons already been ruled out. That's the left tackle there. And they're a very tough matchup. And I know that Stroud has not beaten Kansas City ever. But you saw that Houston defense. You know how solid they are. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, even though this game is in Kansas City, they don't lose up there in Arrowhead much. But I got a feeling Stroud breaks that through, and Houston seems to be much healthier. 20-17. I think that defensive line led by, what's that guy's name, Anderson and Danielle Hunter there. I think they're going to get all over Patrick Mahomes there. And 2017, this is going to be a Sunday night game. This will be a good game. I like Houston get the road win.
Yeah, it's very rare we talk about Texas being the game of the week. This is the game of the week, guys. This is for This is for Texas trying to get into the playoffs, and for the Chiefs to make sure that they got enough or one more extra game that they can depend on to sneak into the playoffs as well. I got the Chiefs in this one, 24-17. It's going to be a
Chiefs winning.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs winning at home, and the referees are usually on their side in this.
Yeah, you'll probably beat me there. I just got a feeling that line, they're going to end up getting the best of that line.
I'm hoping for Northeaster there. I'm hoping that affects them and the way they play. Both of them are going to just try to run the ball. I don't know if you'll be able to throw that ball over there the way the wind's going to be doing, but we'll see. It's going to be a good game, though.
You'll probably kick my butt in that game. Okay. Oh, what the heck did I just do? I went to a wrong year there. I put on my notes here and messed it up. Okay, today is the 4th. Oh, I just went to. Sorry about that. Here we go. All right. Philadelphia, LA Chargers. Justin Herbert has a hand issues, limited. He's still going to play. He went out for a few plays last week. Chargers come back strong after getting crap beat out of them by Jacksonville. I'll say this, but they're still pretty fresh off that bye week. They had a late bye. And now Jalen Carter's out for the Eagles. Jalen Carter's out, plus Lane Johnson's out. We know that Jalen Hurts, he was 5-9. Now he's 5-11. I actually think he's going to be 5-12. As much as the Chargers beat me every freaking time. You pick them, they beat you. You pick against them, they beat you. This particular game, I'm going to take the LA Chargers because it's in LA. 23-19. This will be a crappy game, about like the Bills and the Steelers last week. I'll take the home team. They'll probably beat me, but right tackle out, Jalen Carter out. By the way, the offensive coordinator's house got egged the other day when they lost to the Chicago Bears. What's your thoughts about the Eagles really getting banged up? Now they're heading on the road now, play at LA.
I think this is a wake-up call for the whole team, no matter who's going to be on the roster that day. They are playing in LA, which is nice, which is going to help them because the East Coast has crappy weather right now. Yeah. So I think they're all going to take that into consideration. It's a good break to be away from your fans right now because they're all upset about the loss that you created. And I think that this is actually going to be the Eagles a win. And I'm picking the Eagles to win 32-27.
Okay.
Just because that Herbert, didn't he just have surgery on his offhand or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so, but he's supposed to play though. Now, if Trey Lance plays, it'll be Eagles. Yeah, easy.
Yeah, I just see a lot of like inconsistent things from the Chargers, and I feel like this is an easier game for the Eagles to be able to, with their depth, to be able to like figure out and win.
Find a way to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right. I just when they cut Carter out like that and they're on the road, they're too inconsistent for me to pick them on the offensive standpoint. And I know they're playing another team that's still kind of banged up because they have 2 tackles that's been out for a while, but they've kind of adjusted since they've been out. But we'll see. That'll be a good game.